Let's start with Chris. Chris been changing lately, boy. Let's talk about you. Let's get the update. The Can I Buy With Y'all update.
What's the update?
You gotta come in here extra hype, man. Welcome back to Can I Buy With Y'all, where the vibes are immaculate every time we hop up in.
Every time.
If it's your first time listening, it's your boy Kaz. I'm gonna pass it on over to you.
It's your boy Chris.
Yes, sir. And we got the guest back. All right, we got the guest back. We got someone who's married in the building. Listen, show the jewelry. Yeah. We got someone who wants to get married, but we gonna see what happens.
We don't know about that.
We don't know about that. We're gonna find out by the end of the episode. It's gonna lead to my question for y'all. That's why I'm telling this story. So not too long ago, I was going to Wawa.
Okay.
I was craving a smoothie. Want to go in Wawa, do my thing.
Okay.
And I walk in, and the security guard, a woman, she's like, "You look like a hoe."
Not a hoe.
And proceeded to flirt with me after saying I look like a hoe.
No.
And was really pursuing me for real.
Right.
So as a man, I want to know, why do y'all think that's a good way of flirting?
Listen, she's a very confident woman, clearly. And it looks like she goes for those type of men. And you were just her type that day.
The hoe type?
You were the hoe type that day for her.
See, I say that
can
because
that.
it's not the first time that's happened.
No.
And this is something as simple as walking.
Wait,
in
how
Wawa.
old was she though?
Probably my age.
She probably doesn't see that many of your type come in at Wawa. So when you did swing in, she was probably
the first time she wants to act on something, she's gonna be like, "He looks like a hoe." That seems like the right thing to say to him.
It makes sense.
It's not a good pickup line.
That is what I'm
more
saying.
like an
It's
It's
insult.
not the first time that's happened though.
Oh, I know. I've been there a couple of times.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm getting a smoothie.
What were you wearing?
I was just gonna ask you that.
Nothing crazy. It's Wawa. Come on.
Yeah, but sometimes
I'm not
dress
dripped down.
a certain way.
Come on.
Was the chest showing?
That chest wasn't showing that day. I'm going to Wawa
Okay.
Were the pants fitted?
on shorts.
But that comment she made got your attention, though.
That's
I literally have to walk
that.
in. The security guard is right next to the door.
How did you feel about that comment?
I felt very disrespected.
Oh, was she cute?
No, not at all.
That's why you felt disrespected.
Even if she was cute,
she
I'd
looked
be
good-
like, "You look like a hoe too."
That's flirting, though.
She probably wouldn't like that.
That's some toxic love right there.
That was a good pickup line. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a good one? That's
To get your attention, I feel like, but I wouldn't use that. I'm sorry.
Anything
it
would have got my
attention.
attention. I'm walking in.
What was your response, though?
I was like, I think I said, "What makes me look like a hoe?"
What'd she say?
Just your haircut and the way you move.
It's the
my
curls.
God, it's the curls. It's the
And the
tattoos.
beard. And the tattoo.
And the nose ring.
Yeah,
Just wanted to get you up. Hey, we repping Hoe Garden today.
Perfect.
Wow. Oh, there you go. That's what makes you a hoe.
So I've seen this on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and I've seen a lot of women say they search for their husband in Lowe's and Home Depot.
What?
Is that true? Is that where the husbands are at?
I'm not married, so you're gonna have to ask the married woman.
Is that where you found him?
No.
It's not actually. But I don't think that's a bad place to start.
Whoa, okay. Why?
Especially me. I love a good DIY, the man that knows how to do those type of things. So listen, you save money in the long run if you can find a man that knows how to do those things. And the girls nowadays, I feel like, they try to find their forever in places that I don't feel like will bring you someone of quality. So like a club or a bar.
Where did you find your husband?
I found him at...
Don't say a club or a bar.
I actually did. But I wasn't looking for him. So I didn't go to this bar looking for him. It was actually Tin Roof. So shout out to
Tin Roof.
I didn't go looking there, though.
So you say
confident.
not to find love in a club or bar, but you found love in a club or bar.
This was coincidental. Our friend just happened to be there, and I wouldn't say I met my husband there. I just saw him there for the first time.
Well, that's how it starts.
And you know what's crazy? You did not want to go out that night. I
No.
wasn't there, but she was like, I did not want to
That
go out
was
that
a
night.
no night for me. I
Yes.
was moving into my apartment for the first time.
Yep.
And I was exhausted, but I had a hype man type of friend that was like, we have to go
it
celebrate.
you?
No, it
wa-
wasn't.
no,
actually.
it wouldn't
We're
have
not
been
friends
Carmela.
with her anymore.
Set you up for love and dip.
Well, it was a he.
Oh.
So I walked in with
That's a
this
good
guy
dude.
friend.
Oh, that okay. I
And
know who you're
then
talking
my
about.
husband was told by someone else, hey, don't even go for her because she came with her boyfriend.
Because that's how it looked.
I guess that's how it looked, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But, if I could do it all over again, maybe like Lowe's. I love my husband. I'm saying like, if I could,
Oh my God.
I'm saying if I could change my love story, Tin Roof wouldn't be it. Maybe Lowe's would be a cuter story.
There's nothing. There's nothing wrong with a little tin roof love story.
I mean, same.
So we got to stop going to Target.
We got to go
No.
to tin roof.
Yeah.
Target is also where it's at.
I'm going to Home Depot. I'm not even shopping. I'm going to just walk
Yeah.
around and look like
So Home
I'm
Depot
there.
instead of Target.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it at Target.
Yeah,
That's what they're
Target.
at.
I like what I'm looking at
Whole
at Target.
Foods.
Target does have the cute girls.
Whole
I've
Foods is
heard.
where you
Yeah.
find the sugar mamas.
Oh, I don't know.
That is true.
Yeah. You told me that.
You got your groceries paid for.
Hold on one
Wait,
second.
wait.
Yeah,
we
you
not-
know-
we not-
How did this happen?
What? At Whole
How did this
Foods?
happen?
No, not there. It was at Target.
Okay, but how did? And now I'm so interested.
No, I'm sorry. I'm drawing a blank. That was at Walmart.
Oh, it just
Okay.
keeps happening. You
Walmart.
forgot. Huh?
It was at Walmart.
What did they say?
How much did she spend?
How did that happen?
126.
Okay, I mean that's still.
That's a whole grocery
I mean,
list.
I mean, yeah, I
Did
went
you
there to
forget
go
your wallet?
grocery shopping.
Did you forget your wallet? How did that happen?
No, it was unexpected. I was on my phone, and then she was just like, "I'm gonna pay for his stuff too."
Did she ask for your number? That type of stuff.
Yeah, but I said no.
Oh,
I had to.
You are sick.
I had to.
dang.
You are sick.
I don't talk to women that I'm not attracted to.
And that
I mean, that's
I don't
also
sell dreams.
I'd rather have
That's
I'd
respectable.
rather have a pickup line. Hey, I'll buy your groceries. Than hey, you look like a hoe.
Listen.
Depends on what
Should
you
have took a number. She might have bought your groceries again.
Did she buy your smoothie at Wawa though?
No,
So what? Yeah.
I think it depends on what you want, because I think I'd rather take your compliment.
that you look like a hoe.
Yes.
You can have it.
What?
We have two different type of men here.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're gonna learn real quick.
I've never had my groceries paid for. I don't think I ever will.
I have never. Well, I'm lying.
Pay for someone's groceries?
She got to think
Actually,
about it.
indirectly, I have. Like, I've sent someone like an Amazon care package type.
That's pretty nice.
Okay.
Yeah, the answer is yes. I have done that, but not like
Okay.
in an actual grocery store, and I just turn around and like let me pay for his groceries too.
Yeah, that takes.
Also, I don't go to the
you're just-
grocery stores anymore.
What, do you have it delivered?
Unfortunately.
Hey, nothing wrong with it.
Instacart. Yeah, exactly.
You're just that guy.
Just happened.
Whatever he did that day, he has to keep doing it.
I know exactly what he did. Because I seen how you dressed to go to the store.
Ooh, let me.
First of all, I always get
No.
what were you wearing to Walmart?
No, when he goes to Target,
jeans and a t-shirt.
Okay, to Target.
Target. When you go to Target, you throw the
That's
whole
a casual
button
outfit.
down on.
That's cap. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's cap. That's cap.
No, I got footage, bro.
No, that's cap.
I see you.
I was going somewhere else too.
A whole button down. Wow.
That would be extreme. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling on you. I
That's
can't
what
be
you gotta
telling
do
on
to
you.
find the right one. You know.
Nah, that's like desperate.
Wait, but are you guys actually even looking?
If it comes, cool, but
Right.
I'm not looking for it.
Okay.
I don't
Nice.
think you should ever really be looking.
See,
Like that night you went out, you weren't even trying to go out.
I
She
definitely
really
was
did not
true.
want to go out that night.
The best ones I've met have been when I'm not looking for it.
I am on Hinge. So I guess you could say that's kind of like looking for it. However, like I'm very clear with my intent.
Keeping yourself open, you out there.
Yeah.
So I'm not on any dating sites. So
Okay.
like from a woman's perspective, like what's your thoughts on Hinge? Like
I don't know. I mean, I've talked to a couple of my friends about this whole dating app world. Because I'm only there, like she said, to kind of like, meet new people. I don't really have any deeper meaning. Like I don't see any deeper meaning to it. Like my other friends who were on it, they kind of don't like the fact that, you're like a choice. You swipe and like, you kind of have like a whole list to choose from, and they kind of don't like that.
I mean that's
But
what it
isn't
is.
isn't that what it is too in real life? Kind of like still, right?
it's not as direct.
It's not.
but
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. It's not
Yeah.
as direct, but
So what makes you give a guy a chance on the app?
so there's prompts on Hinge.
Mm-hmm.
You could say like, oh, like this is what I like to do on Sundays, or what's your like.
Pick up line.
Damn, I need to
Yeah,
get on
like-
Hinge. I would
yeah.
go crazy in that section.
Yeah, like I'll be honest with you. I look at someone how they dress.
So what
Like,
if
what they put on the
they
prompt.
dress terrible,
Okay.
but their personality and everything else they want?
How would you know that though, without meeting them?
Well, let's just say you met them.
Oh, you know.
Okay. Then I would still get to know them and then slowly be like, hey, you should try this.
You said you do Amazon care packages. Would you like, throw a couple gifts in there, try to
Absolutely
work with them a little bit?
I've done that. Yes. Yeah, I would. I would actually like upgrade them. Yeah,
know,
she
I
doesn't
definitely
approve
have
of that, but
What's that?
I don't approve of like the purchases she's made for
like being generous.
What have
Yeah.
you bought for a man?
Ooh.
Wait, matter of fact, let her tell it because
Yeah.
she's gonna be
what
more
you remember.
honest
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I'll let you say it. Come on.
I get maybe like a candle, a chocolate bar, a sandwich, like, something. But Carmel has gone, in my opinion, to the extremes, to the point where I feel like these men have taken advantage of her kindness. And that's why I don't approve. An essential.
It was a whole get up.
That's a nice T-shirt.
It was a whole,
That's an
actually, it was a
expensive
whole
ass
That
outfit.
is.
T-shirt.
It's an expensive
Listen,
one.
it's not
one of
just
those-
any t-shirt.
Well, I also bought shorts.
Shorts. Hold on, I'm thinking because there has been a whole lot.
Like, I don't know, like,
Refresh my memory.
I don't know, like toiletries.
You dealing with dirty men?
No, it's just, I don't know. Oh my God. But
I want to hear from you.
it's mainly.
She's given literally her favorite.
There you go.
Oh yeah, here it is.
This wasn't even a purchase, but she's given away like her favorite loungewear, like that she hangs out in her home, like her
Like
favorite
the
t-shirt.
furniture.
Yeah,
like
the
my
clo-
big oversized t-shirts that I wear at
like
home.
things that mean something to her.
Yeah,
and
I never get it back.
And these men didn't give it back.
Yo,
Like,
usually it's the other way around. Like the women taking the men's hoodies and things
Yes,
like that.
no,
And
they do that to me.
yeah, they do that to her, but she does offer. So
That's the problem.
She does offer, and like these men nowadays. So
just those men.
just those men. Maybe the future one. I think it's something. I think gifts is something that you give to someone a little further on into the relationship once you establish that, hey, this might be going somewhere. But
I don't know. I mean, how would you guys feel if somebody like kind of took care of you in that way?
I mean, I would be appreciative of it.
Do you guys like receiving gifts? I'm now about to hop on like love languages.
I'm actually gifts is actually my last love language.
Okay.
But if I do receive a gift, I do
Right.
appreciate it. I probably wouldn't appreciate a chocolate bar.
I would find out what's your favorite type of food. Like I'm a very detailed person, extremely detailed.
That's
so
true.
I want to know, like, I'll go on your Instagram, what brands you follow, like anything I have to do to know like a little bit more about you, and then make sure that I gift you something that you'll be like, wow, I didn't think she paid attention, or like she really would know that I like this. So that's what I mean. Like, little
I
by
mean, I
little,
would still
you gotta
like
start
it.
out
If it's
small.
like my favorite chocolate bar, I would still appreciate
yeah,
it.
you gotta
but,
start off small.
but I wouldn't be like, wow, I love this woman.
Listen, little by little, you gotta start off small.
What can a woman do to help make a marriage last?
What can a man do? Patience.
Oh, here we go.
Honestly, I feel like just be understanding and have lots of patience, which is something I did not have at all. I think my patience grew when I became a teacher, like many years ago in my mind. But I think just having patience, but not patience to the point where you're sitting around waiting for them to change. I think you have to be understanding to the point where you have to either accept this person for who they are or keep it moving. I don't believe that people change, to be honest with you. I feel like
agree.
people change their ways. I don't think anyone should change for anyone else.
As a woman or on both ends?
Definitely on both ends, but as a woman, I think more so because, let's be honest, men mature a little further on in the game. So I think as long as you can be patient, and if you feel you're going to be patient for the right man, you're not going to be patient for any man. Just be patient for the right one.
It's true.
What about you, Carmela? Even though you're not married,
Go
but
ahead.
just your opinion on it.
I think what you already kind of touched base on it, which is to kind of just accept them for who they are. Because so my view on like relationships in general, I don't view it as like somebody that could complete me, right? Like I truly believe that when I enter a relationship, like this person will just add value to what I already have. Essentially like a legitimate plus one, I don't expect somebody to make me happy, to complete me, to make me whole. Like, I don't believe in that anymore. I did. I feel like that was my way of thinking when I was younger. But now that I know what I know, I just think you have to accept them for who they are, like you just said. And if you can if you can obviously look through their flaws, you know, then if they give you peace, that's the most important for me right now, is peace.
I need that too.
I mean, there's so many, it's like overused, but obviously communication. And I think that one thing that a lot of women can work on in a marriage and a relationship is speak your mind. They are not mind readers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You better say it. Do not wait. Okay.
Yes.
I know I don't believe in right time. No. Yes, I believe there's better times to say certain things, but they're not mind readers. Say what you got to say.
Yes.
Please.
Try to say it as peacefully as possible.
And
Please.
precise.
And as mature as possible.
Yes.
That's
And,
what she
and
meant.
I think you also have to.
We're working on it. We're working on
Ooh.
it.
On the other end, you know, when you express something to someone, they can't always agree with you. Like, it's okay to like, what if they say no, you know,
It's okay
like,
to
it's
agree to
fine.
disagree.
Right. But definitely that being clear, not being passive aggressive, being clear with men, I think is top right now. Like, you have to exactly directly communicate, like, this is what I would like, you know?
Be direct.
If someone says no and you overreacting over it, like that's not healthy communication.
And, you know, the other way, like, men should be understanding with women too. Like, maybe they wanted a different answer and you gave them a completely different answer. So
Yes.
I think that's okay.
We got to have patience too. So
Absolutely,
sure.
because we're hella emotional. You already know this. For
So
sure.
why was it hard to be direct before?
That's a good question. I think that...
I know it frustrates the hell out of us.
You know, I'll tell you
really
why.
do.
I actually do know why,
do
looking
you
back
want?
now. It was hard for me to be direct because I think any of my friends can tell you that I'm pretty direct. If something bothers me, I don't really care how you feel about it. Like, I'm going to tell you for the most part. But with my partner, it was really hard for me to be direct because in my head, it was common sense. That's what I would always think. How do you not know that that would affect me? How would you not know that that would hurt my feelings? How would you not, like, I assumed is what happened. And it was always me just going back to saying common sense. Well, I learned that sense is obviously not common. So, especially with men. I think that...
Women got that too.
I'm
She keeps
saying
saying
with
men,
men.
like men, like
No,
all of
no.
this.
You guys just take a little more time.
everyone's
Yeah.
version of common sense is different.
For sure.
Men and women.
Absolutely. I've learned that the hard way.
How long you been married?
A year, a little over a year.
Oh, you still fresh.
I'm still fresh, but we were together 3 years.
Wait a minute.
Let's hear it.
Oh,
For real.
It was so crazy.
I feel like
hella
that's crazy.
Oh, Carmela ready for it.
Going back to Tin Roof, meet him. I had no intention of getting to know anyone, being in a relationship, because prior to meeting my husband, I was in a long-term relationship with someone that I kind of thought, obviously, we were going to get somewhere. And it ended really abruptly. So 6 months go by, see my husband at Tin Roof. Again, no intention of wanting anything with anyone, even though I found him extremely attractive that day. Fast forward a couple months, he connects with someone that we both know, and he says, hey, that girl I saw at Tin Roof, I'm interested in her, but I was told she had a boyfriend. This is where I go back and say, whoever told him that night that when I walked in with my guy friend, told my husband that that was my boyfriend. Was not the case. It's actually one of my best guy friends. So she tells him, hey, no, that's actually not her boyfriend. She doesn't have a boyfriend. She's single. Okay. Then we go on a date. But again, like I said, I was very hesitant to get to know anyone at this point. I didn't even want dating apps. I didn't want any of that because I was still healing. So anyways, I said, okay, I'll go on a date with you, but our mutual friend has to come with us. So it was literally my husband and our mutual friend, which is a girl. So she actually tagged along for a couple of dates, which I know most men are probably like, really? But hey, he did whatever it took. And yeah, that's how we started dating. And we knew each other for 5 months. And my family and I at this point did an annual trip to Cancun every year for my mom's birthday. I told my mom a little bit about my husband. She decided to meet him. I introduced him to my family. She thought it would be a great idea to invite him on our annual Mexico trip.
Hey.
I don't even think this was 5 months, by the way.
Yeah, we only knew each other 5 months. At
No,
this point.
this was less. I'm
4
like
months.
communicating in my head.
Yeah, probably 4 or 5
3
months.
months we meet.
Probably.
Yes.
Of course, he says yes. So we go on this trip. Had a great trip. I come back and I'm pregnant.
It was a great trip.
I felt it when you said we had a great trip.
Great trip. Great times.
What'd your mom say?
Oh, I have a great video.
Technically, it's her fault.
Right, that's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah, technically, it really was. I don't know what she was thinking. But yeah, so we get back from Mexico, find out I'm pregnant, and honestly, I'm so grateful for the reaction because, again, I knew this person at this point. You're right. I knew this person at this point for 5 months. So this could have gone really differently. But being the man that he is, he made me feel so at peace with this. Like when I told him, and yeah, the rest is history. We figured it out. Obviously, there's a lot of details in between, but we figured it out, and we have a beautiful 3-year-old now. We got married last year. We didn't want to get married right away. We still had to essentially get to know each other, even though I was pregnant with his child. But I had to leave my little apartment, move in with him, and we just figured it out somehow.
Would you still continue with the date if a girl said, like, she had to bring a friend?
Ooh.
I actually, oh man,
I ain't gonna lie, he's incredible for that.
yo,
Yes,
I would have took that as like, you're not into me.
I was going on this one date, the first date this one time, and the communication was a little off. We just had a misunderstanding. I thought she was bringing her kid on the first date.
Oh, that's even worse.
I thought she was bringing her kid on the first date, and I don't know what was wrong with me. I agreed to go.
Ooh.
I agreed to go.
Why?
Where were you guys going?
The beach.
So you show up to the beach. And
Well, I had picked her up. And I was like, I was tripping. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm eating a kid on the
have a
first date.
car
I know
seat in there.
how old that kid is.
Be quiet.
That's
No details.
something he would.
No details. No details.
It's something that kid would remember.
So I was picking her up, and she came out. I saw no kid. I was like, oh, thank you. I don't know what I was thinking. I wanted to go on that date so bad with her that I was like, by any means.
No.
She came without the kid. It was the best first date I ever had.
Wait, so you were aware that she had a kid?
Yeah, I was aware she had a kid.
Okay, gotcha.
But it wasn't like, I didn't really have any serious intentions. I don't think she did either.
Okay.
It's just, it is what it was.
Right.
I wouldn't want to go on a date with a girl. She's like, I'm bringing my friend, but if I could do it with a kid, I guess I could do it with a friend too.
The thing is, this wasn't just any friend. It was my husband's best girlfriend. It wasn't just like my
I'm trying to process that.
So he has a girl best friend, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm also really close to this day because she's the one that introduced us.
Right.
Yeah, but you're trying to have that one-on-one, like intimate,
Listen,
personal.
I made it known I was not trying to get to know anyone, and he was pushing.
He was persistent.
He was a very persistent.
So why
man.
did you go?
Very.
Because I was like, what? Why not? Like, okay, it's been this long. Like, I need to get out of whatever funk I'm in, and if she's going, why not? It made it easier on me. And I think if you're being that persistent about going on a date with me, honestly, at this point, you got to do what's comfortable for me.
It was honestly the persistency. I think every single time she called me and be like, yo, this man is like doing this, like planned an Orlando trip to go to Disney, like pack your bags, I'm picking you up. I was like, whoa.
And I don't do that type of stuff. So.
But guess what? It worked. It worked. Persistency.
Ladies, he's out there somewhere.
Where's the line at being like desperate and being persistent?
Ooh,
that's a great question
that is
because
a
that
great
was one
question.
thing that I actually was concerned about because it made me think like, why are you so persistent? Am I even your type? Do you even like me? Like, why me? Type of situation. Like, and again, I wasn't ready to invest myself into anyone. So I was like, you better make it worth my while. I think the line, I can't tell you that. I think you just know. Really. And to me, it didn't seem like being desperate because...
And I think because I feel like desperation is like constantly blowing up.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Who are you with? Like, to me, that's
wasn't like
kind
that
of...
at all.
No, he was very cool with it.
Super cool, calm and collected. He's like, listen, you want to go on a date? Are you free? What day are you free? Told him what day.
Right.
You want to go on this date? I would say yes. And I've stood this man up maybe 3 times.
Damn.
Yeah, she did in the beginning.
And he was still pretty cool about it. He told me, listen, if you stood me up for one more day, I was like, I'm done with this girl. Like,
Everything was already planned and he was there and you stood him up?
basically, or he was on the way to pick me up and I like came up with some excuse.
3 times?
He'll probably tell you that it was more, but yeah.
Damn.
I think it was 3, about 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a strong man.
Now I'm that is a very listen.
You
listen.
are
3
cut.
times?
First time
He was
cut.
very close to doing it. Trust me, I was not easy.
No, he loves her. I can say that. No,
How does that not come off as desperate?
Listen, I promise you, Mimi Ruby.
Bro,
will
if I
not-
drove to the place 3 times,
I wouldn't say he drove 3 times. These are times that he's invited me. He's made like, let's say the reservations, and like last minute, I'm like, hey, like something came up. You know, for me, desperate would have been like the blowing up of text messages. Like, listen, like I'm not doing this anymore. Like
with more emotion. You
trust
think?
me, I don't feel like he was desperate whatsoever. Like he would be like, all right, cool, no problem. Kept it moving. Hit me up like a couple weeks later.
Yes, there were breaks.
There were breaks, and
I respect it. I know after probably the second time, I would probably.
You would have been done.
Yeah.
Now,
For sure.
I gotta know: do women do this to men too? Like the desperation or persistence? It could be persistence. I really do want to know.
I know they do.
Ooh, I'm already thinking of a story.
No, I genuinely want to know.
Yes,
like
they do. They do.
they do.
Yes.
Really?
Clearly, he put in a lot of work. At least in my perspective, it seemed like he put in tremendous
I think he was.
work.
He
put in a lot of
I think
work.
he did.
But the complete opposite. What's the easiest way a man has bagged you?
You know, I am actually really ashamed to admit this because prior to my husband, I can tell you that I was what I call a settler. Like I settled. If y'all saw my exes.
Wait.
Pull them up.
What defined?
No,
like
not
what,
right now.
what made it seem like you settled? Just off of how they looked?
Yes.
And this again might come shallow, but I'm just
I was
being
about to say
real.
appearances and everything.
The most recent one, like he didn't really have substance to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
It's like he was just there.
yeah, he was just there. He was a good time, and I think my mom said something to me that like really stood out. And I was telling her how great of a relationship I had with this person, whatever. And she said, I wouldn't really say that. I think it was easy, and that's what made it so great because you didn't have any hardships to go through. Before that, it was like I think I always knew being in both of these relationships that I could do better. I'm not just talking about physical. I'm talking about mental. Just someone with more substance, someone that wants more for their lives. And I think I just always wanted that. And I knew that I could do more. But if someone told me I was attractive or pretty, like I'd be like, oh, really? Like, I'll give you a chance. You know, like it's so sad to say, but I think a lot of people do that. And I don't know why, you know, maybe it was like insecurities that I dealt with in my past, but I definitely gave men chances that did not deserve a chance.
Listen.
It's part of the growth.
To me, if you are funny, you can bag me. Even if you're like not my type physically, and if you smell good too.
Yo, I always forget the quote. If you can make her laugh and giggle.
I'm not saying that. What's the easiest way a woman has bagged you? Answer.
Honestly,
I like it.
probably she just said you cute.
That's it.
You look like a hoe.
I was like, shit, you cute too. What you trying to do?
But of course, she gotta look good.
Yeah,
She gotta be
Like,
actually
that's
cute.
the only way it works. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the whole scale. It's
Right.
just my perception of what looks good.
Ooh, side note, do you guys have a type?
I was
Like
just thinking
physically? Yeah, I was thinking.
I think everybody does.
I don't think everybody.
I don't know, but no
Everybody has like a
I wanna know
threshold of like.
Physically, you're talking about
physically,
like
just physically.
face, body.
Every like ethnicity, you know, yeah.
Let's start with Chris. Chris been changing lately, boy. Let's talk about you. Let's get the update. The Can I Buy With Y'all update.
What's the update?
Because you're used to like, certain type of women, but you've been changing lately.
Ooh, what is the change?
What are you referencing to?
Chocolate girls.
Woo!
Like them
Nothing happened though. What? I had a conversation.
A long conversation.
Okay, but so what's your actual type? Like I want to I'm curious.
Laquitas.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I'm not Spanish.
White women.
Oh, you
I mean, yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'm attracted.
It used to be,
I'm
though.
half white, so it's
Okay.
not like.
Right.
Chris got a little jungle fever right now.
Ain't
That's
nothing
probably
wrong
the
with
first
that.
and only one I've ever talked to.
No.
Okay.
Definitely.
So white women.
All right, so white women and Hispanic women.
Okay.
White women is more like a plastic look. I like.
Oh, we still on
Like a
that?
bimbo?
Plastic look.
No, like a plastic face.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
like
But
the
that's
lips?
because I'm just so used to it down here. That
like
wasn't
a Barbie, like a blonde, like that type.
Like lips done.
She don't gotta be blonde, but just like her face been done.
oh,
Okay, gotcha.
okay.
You know,
okay.
that takes a lot to admit that.
Yes.
Okay.
Honestly,
Why does that take a lot?
Cheers to that. Wait,
Because I
no,
think
seriously,
that's-
I feel
Why
like
does
a
it
lot
take a lot
because a lot of
to-
men like keep saying, "Oh, we want like
'Cause
no
I-
makeup, no, like."
Yeah, I'm brutally honest. Either take it or leave it. I really don't care
Okay,
with people.
makes
That's
sense.
just
That makes sense. Okay.
you're offended. That's a reflection on you of my preference. But Hispanic women, they just got it though. Just everything.
Yeah.
The face, the curves, the body, just everything. They don't need no work done. Stop getting work done. Hispanic women, all right?
That's your message for the day.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna second
They
you though.
look bad.
I love my Spanish women.
You're Spanish, right? Yeah.
I say that's like my main preference.
Yeah.
I like them all. Don't discriminate. For real, I don't.
You got a preference.
I know. I said that's my preference.
He said, be honest.
I love Hispanic.
Yeah, you do. You do.
You want me to get into it?
I feel like there's
God.
many different types of Hispanic women, though. You have like Afro Latinas. You
I
have
love-
white-looking Spanish women with blue eyes. Like you
Ooh,
have,
That is.
you have telenovela-looking women.
I really like the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans.
Oh,
Second,
okay.
I'd probably go with the Afro Latinas because I'm Afro Latino. And then like the Colombians, Venezuelans. But it's so hard. It's like,
Okay, does it matter if they speak Spanish or not?
oh, I prefer them to speak Spanish. Call me Papi, please.
What if,
I like them straight out the island.
okay, all right. Someone trying to get their green card or something.
Yes, citizenship. Like, okay.
Should we get even more specific? Age?
I like them about 35,
No.
32 to 35.
See, I
like them
honestly-
milfs.
Yeah.
For real, for
Wait,
real.
let me tell you something. I love your honesty. The both of you.
Oh,
We
wow.
straight up.
Love it.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. I have never heard a man prefer an older woman. What?
This man right here.
Muy bien.
Woo, the older the better. But he take the cake.
You want an abuelita?
What he got right now?
No, not an abuelita, not an abuelita, not an abuelita, just a MILF.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you for your honesty. This is new to me. I mean, actually, I'm lying. It's not.
Let's see if it's reciprocated, right? What's y'all type?
She can go first.
Damn. What you on the spot? Hey, yo.
I truly can't. I really feel like I don't have a type. I really
Let's
don't.
be
I've thought
honest.
about this several times. Do I have a
Look-
preference? Do I have a preference? Yeah.
Telling on
No,
her.
you gotta be honest.
Oh, okay.
Look,
now,
look,
okay.
look.
Let's.
Told you it's never
Okay,
reciprocated.
now I would say
Oh my God.
white men, tattoos, beard, grungy looking.
That's a type.
That's a type.
Right?
Yeah.
But I'm very open.
So if you were reading an erotica and you got to pick the main character,
Yeah, what like
just to
preference?
describe.
What, go ahead.
Oh my God. Yeah, I would probably say like tall, not too buff, not too skinny. White male, has to have dark hair. I don't like blondes. Scruffy looking face, like a beard maybe, not too long. Tons of tattoos. The more tattoos, the better. I feel like you don't agree, but
Do you agree?
I mean, that's pretty
No,
detailed.
I do believe that she doesn't have a type. I feel like your type kind of changes low
does.
key.
be honest.
So
all know
I
you
am
have
gonna
type.
be honest. I keep saying I don't have a type. I love the chocolate. I like melanin.
yes, you do.
I hate to say
Hey,
it.
you hear that, Kev?
And I don't discriminate with like the shade either. I feel like I like Afro Latinos. I like
You like it all.
Caribbeans. Well, they're all yeah.
Milk chocolate, dark chocolate.
A Niger man. I mean, but the thing is, I actually like if I find you like I like what I like, but I feel like I gravitate towards that.
We accept you.
Do you like the Tyrone type or you like the corporate? No, I'm joking. We don't got to get into that.
We can.
How do you know when you're in love?
I think I know when I'm in love when like I just want to be around them and not care to be intimate, like be sexual or anything like that, and like I don't know, or you just know. It's like this weird feeling, right? What do you think? I don't know.
I know what you
It's
mean,
usually like
what
a
you-
build-up.
Yeah.
It is like definitely a build.
And what you said is based on lust. Like where you don't need to be intimate with them. Like
I
you
don't
just,
need to be-
You just genuinely enjoy that.
like their company exactly. Like I just want to be around them, their presence. I don't correct. It's like I'm not lustful anymore towards that person. That's probably how and it's just a feeling that Whew, I haven't felt in a while.
Somebody get this girl some love.
Have you guys ever been in love before?
Yeah, I feel like. Ooh, wait. Oh, never mind.
I went first.
We
last
definitely
time.
starting with you.
No,
You
I went
always
first
avoid this. You always
last
avoid
time.
this. You always avoid this.
Let's take turns.
You always avoid this.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer after you.
Yes.
I went first last time.
Rock, paper, scissors.
On the first one,
No,
though.
because I went first last time. No,
You can tell.
you can be emotional.
He got something to talk about.
I'm light skinned. I'm allowed to be emotional. So you go first.
I'm Cancer. I'm allowed to be emotional.
Shake my hand, Cancer gang.
Cancer gang.
Oh man.
Yeah, a bunch of crybabies.
No,
All right, rock, paper,
that's
scissors.
not true.
You can't be so emotional now.
Yes, I've been in love. Chris, know I've been in love.
Yeah, how
you
many
been?
times?
How many times? Yeah.
This is a question I always ask myself. When I look back, was I really in love?
Ooh.
So I'm gonna say twice.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a month. That
Say
sounds
twice.
like right, like with your lifetime, right? They say.
Yeah, you have like 3 main.
Didn't they say that the third
Three,
one?
apparently.
Third one is the one.
The one,
The one.
apparently.
That's what they say.
yeah.
Mm.
That worked for her,
I
actually.
did.
Yeah.
Thank God.
What is love?
Oh my God! Here we go.
What is love?
It
Here
can.
we go.
I think it's a choice.
What?
Bro, just answer the question.
I don't.
I don't know, but I think it's a choice. Like that, it's part of that.
And I
but
choose not to.
You choose not to fall in
not
love.
to fall in love.
I think you've got to.
That's hard because love has changed for me over the years.
Okay.
So when I was in love, like 7 years ago, it's not the same now. So
It's of course.
The meaning of love has changed for you?
yeah,
Okay.
Okay. That's
So when
fair.
you look back to 7 years ago, do you think you were in love? Because for example,
looking back at it now, no,
yeah.
no, it was
Okay.
more lust.
Gotcha.
So I would say no,
Okay.
but now I choose not to be in love.
Okay, that's respectable.
You think love exists in today's world?
Ooh,
Absolutely. I'm
it
not-
does. It does. But
I think we need more love.
Do you?
sure.
Matter of fact,
It does.
let me ask a better question. Do you think love is conditional?
Absolutely. I actually think relationships are transactional. They.
So is that really love?
It can be. It can be not, and it can be. I feel like
It's like a choice.
it is because at the end of the
and
day,
there's
it is
different
a
types
choice.
of love.
Correct.
I know a different type of love. I have a child. And
Right.
you can't tell
That's
me.
That's what I was gonna say.
Right.
Love doesn't have to come from a relationship.
Yeah.
correct.
It can come from a lot of different things. You love your mom differently than you would
Love him, maybe your
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're talking about like relationships, like you're dating somebody.
Do you think it? Because you're in a relationship, like you're married. Do you think it's unconditional? Like I think it is conditional.
unconditional.
Like
would-
there's no like you just love that person. Like no reason. Like you just love them. No, I think what they do right is
No, it takes actions. It takes
Right.
time. It takes a lot of effort to get to the point where it's conditional. However, it can turn to being unconditional, obviously, by the choices of someone else. But even then, if someone cheats on you or does something that you don't like, you have a choice to be with that person. Let's say you choose, hey, I'm not going to do it because I value myself more because let's just say that person cheated. You're choosing to leave that person, not because you don't love them anymore. It's because of a choice they made or you made, whatever. So the love is still there. You just had to let it go.
Okay.
Do you want to be in a relationship?
I'm chilling.
That's a no, people. That's a no. It's okay. And
Here's the thing. I'm not against it.
right,
I'm not against it. But I don't go looking for it
right.
because if I turn on that switch or I'm like, I want to go be in a relationship, it never really goes how I want it to.
Of course.
Like I'm the type of person, I keep my heart open to it. If it happens, it happens. But if I'm like, man, I think it's time I be in a relationship. I'm not gonna be in a happy relationship.
No.
I don't think you should. I don't believe that you should ever be looking for it because I think someone that's looking needs to feel whole. Like they're
Right.
looking for that person because they need to feel whole.
And I know I'm the type of person, like if I'm in a relationship, like I'm all about that person.
Right.
So I gotta make sure I'm good first before I'm
For
like
sure. I
For
respect that.
sure.
I get it.
Like I don't got time for a relationship right now, to be honest.
No, I understand. I think the dating world right now honestly sucks. You're lucky that you're.
We'll start with you. What are some things you think a woman needs to feel safe in a relationship?
That's a good question. I ain't gonna lie. That's a really good question.
I think this is different for every type of woman, but I think security is number one. unfortunately. I think a lot of women obviously are insecure, whether they tell you they are or they're not. There's a lot of confident women out there, but at the end of the day, the insecurities are still there at some point. So I think if you can make a woman feel secure constantly, like reassurance, I think that's one. At least for me, it is, to be honest with you. I need constant reassurance.
What's constant? How often?
My husband gives me a good balance because I don't need someone constantly, telling me they're attracted to me or how in love they are with me. He doesn't do it all the time. He does it just enough where I miss it. So I don't know, like once in a blue moon, like I can't. Everyone's different, but I would say for me, I would like it more often, but I don't need it. But he's gotten me to the point where I don't need it. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I think another one is you want to feel like your man can protect you. And I'm not just talking about physically, like you feel protected and safe by that man, because I think that for a lot of women that a man brings like that, or a manly figure brings security. So if your man or your partner can make you feel safe, where it could be anything as small as like, oh my gosh, I don't think I'm going to be able to help with finances this month. Like, do I have to get another job? Like, or does he got me? Is he going to be there to
walking
make sure
on the right side of the road?
Yeah, like walking exactly.
The sidewalk rule.
The sidewalk.
Those little tiny details can make all the difference. Like exactly, like things like that, but they add up. So security, making you feel safe,
Reassurance.
Security, reassurance.
I'm just gonna piggyback to that. I think reciprocation is like makes me feel safe. Like, because we've already established how generous I am, and if that's if that's I feel like reciprocated to me, it does make me feel safe. Like that safe feeling of, oh, okay, like you can do the same for me. Like I can't explain it. Security, like knowing little details, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's super important. Just, do you really know me or do I think you know me? Like, do you really pay attention? I think that's just a huge one for men in general. Like, I don't know, if a man points out certain things that he really knows that I like,
You feel safe?
I feel safe, and that's just a huge turn on in general. That's like, wow, like he really is doing what he can to get to know who I really am on a deeper level.
And if they're confident too, and a lot of men are insecure too. Like we know this, like we think it's just women, but there are a lot of men too that are insecure, and I feel like
love a confident man.
Love a confident man too. So.
I'm sure same goes for men. Like you love a confident woman, but I feel like it's a little harder for us these days. But love a confident
that was a
man.
good question, actually.
How
What do
would
you
I-
need to feel safe in a relationship?
from a woman? Peace of mind.
Ooh,
Elaborate on
Yeah,
that.
what does that mean?
How does she achieve that for you?
Just, you mentioned the insecurity. I can't do, like, what do you mean? I know, like, everybody has some insecurities deep down, but, like, if you're, like, constantly expressing it and all in my face about certain things, and, like, I can't feel comfortable to tell you or do certain things around you because I know you're going to feel insecure about it, like, I don't want that. Like, I'm the type of person I can communicate effectively. If you feel strongly about something, we can talk about it. I'll change my ways if I need to. If it's
right.
gonna help you out, but if it's just like,
I agree. I would hate that if I was.
I don't feel like I have like my right to die. Like, if for the same thing you were talking about, like a woman, if she were to lose her job, be like, what does my husband got me? Like, if I were to get sick or something, like, is my girl gonna help me out? Like,
Lose an arm.
I broke a leg, my balls got cut off, whatever it is.
The balls.
I'm just playing.
What can a man do to help make a relationship last? Because I'm gonna be honest. You're pretty good at it. Because most of the time they say statistics, yes. Because statistics say that most women actually end a relationship.
Really?
Yes, about 80%. But the ironic thing is he has most of the time have ended the relationship. So what can a man do to help make a relationship last?
I think I said it last time, you gotta know your woman, I feel like. I told y'all before, when I'm about a person, I'm all about them.
Yeah.
I think my actions show that I'm not messing around with other people. even doing something like this, like, you know, I give a woman, whoever I'm with, a lot of reassurance. Be like, hey, I'm about to record. I might be with 2 women, but I'll hit you up right after, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a sneaky type. I'm not a cheater. I'm not nothing like that. It's very easy. We live in a very toxic culture. I tell myself I don't want to be like that. If I'm going to be like that, I'm stay single.
That's a Cancer. We're loyal.
I'm loyal as fuck.
I'll give him that. Most women say all men are cheaters. No,
I don't cheat.
You're
Like-
you're loyal.
Like he was in his last, I think your last
Situa-
relationship,
Aw.
right? Start with a K.
Yes.
Like he no lie,
watches this
he had
too.
like multiple opportunities to cheat, and he was just like no.
Wow.
And I was like very.
Props to you.
I was
and
even
this
surprised.
was a real relationship, not a situationship.
Yeah, it was a real one.
Yeah.
It was a real one.
That's good for you.
Don't do the all.
You're rare. You're
A
rare.
rare breed.
Do you
You are.
feel that they don't leave you, you're the one to leave them because they get really comfortable with you?
Ooh, they be falling in love.
Ooh. But why don't you? Wait. So what's wrong with? Oh yeah, you're right. He said he was chilling.
Because it's hard because most of the ones I meet, they do tell me like I'm rare. And then they get very, very attached, and then things get very serious. And I'm like,
But
whoa.
do you tell them from jump that maybe you don't want it to be deeper than it is? Because that's what I'm like getting. Like when it like starts getting hella deep, then you bounce.
Yeah, but it get deep like that. Like real
Maybe.
deep,
Real
for
quick.
real.
Maybe you don't like being in the, like, you know, some people like to be in comfortable relationships. They're like, because it's the same thing all the time. Are you okay with that? Like being in a comfortable relationship? Like where it's like the same thing all the time?
I don't want the same thing, but like I like things to be reciprocated. So like I could be feeling you,
Right.
but if you're like pushing me to take those extra steps, I'm like, ooh. Like I'm the type of person like I could be dating someone for like, you know how some people they be dating for like 6 months or something,
Yeah.
they're like already talking about marriage or like, shit, I might be talking about you, but I'm not like that. Like when it comes to all that, like I take my time with things, and like I feel like a lot of women I've been with, they're just ready. They'll be like, you know what, this man is so different from everyone else. Like,
Let's get
I
married.
let's get married, basically.
Okay.
Dang.
Then because I have to cut it off, I come off as like
An ass.
an ass or like I can't commit or things like that. So
So you're saying you can commit, it's just going to take some time.
I can commit. It's gonna take some time though.
But
Right.
are you clear about that from jump though?
I mean, it's not something you talk about like from week one. Are you ready for commitment? Cool.
No, I
Like-
meant like let's just chill, you know, like let's get
I
to know
do.
you.
I say
Yeah.
that, but they don't like. I always say I'm going with the flow.
Yeah.
And women hate that.
Absolutely.
They hate.
Yeah,
They're like,
I have a love-hate relationship with that line, going with the flow. I don't know.
which I mean, I do is if I like you, I'm gonna express to you that I like you.
Yeah.
But
I'm saying, like, I'm sure one day I'll get there.
I'm sure it will. But I just know where I'm at in my life right now.
Sure.
I can't commit long term like that.
I think it's just the quickness of it.
Of,
They be ready like within a week, like or the first day, 30 minutes.
They need to go on Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
Right?
30 minutes.
Like they don't even give you time to like
He's seeing it in person. It's
develop
like,
feelings.
Okay,
I
so they
don't
want to
know.
know, are you ready to get married? Are you ready to have kids? Like tomorrow? Yes.
Yeah,
no, not
Yeah.
that
like
extreme,
yesterday.
yeah.
Dang.
I've seen it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure it
first within like 30 minutes of meeting him.
We were just talking about this. I just have to say this. I think we women think we can really change the men.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I'm not
And-
working
They
to
love
change
trying to change
anybody.
Yes, and it's like it doesn't work like that. Like
I can see it in their eyes. They're just like this.
Yes,
I got him.
it's like
Because they'll be like, "Are you a Scorpio?" and he won't tell them, and then they'll go home and do their FBI research, and, be like, and then they'll come back and be like, "You must be a Scorpio because you did this, and this."
Because you're
and
being
this."
secretive. Yeah. No.
Like I don't know you.
Right. No, we were just talking about that in the car ride, honestly. We think that we women think we can change men, like, let's say through having sex maybe, or the challenge that you just said, but
Yeah.
no, we can't. Because,
I don't want to work that hard to change anybody. though.
yeah.
I will say this: the sex wouldn't make me change, but if the head is good, I will consider it.
Ooh,
I will.
really? You will consider it?
I give me a little throat goat. Ooh. I'm thinking different now. I'm not clear headed. Like, oh shit. Maybe I can chill with her again. Maybe I will go on that date.
So wait, what if homegirl at Wawa was a throat goat?
Well, she wasn't cute enough for me to find out. So, but if
You could just close your eyes.
hell, what?
Oh, you can't do that?
Oh,
No, I've gained a lot of insight on some single people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad I'm not in your boat. You know,
Damn.
that's all we
kidding.
talk about.
I hope you guys find
God.
love and happiness, whether you're in a relationship. Or
I'm
not.
happy.
No, we're happy. We're happy.
I know.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Yeah. She knows. She knows.
You know.
That was an attack.
I hope
I don't
I
care what
love
nobody
that
said.
happiness,
That
bro.
was an attack.
We just did a whole
right there.
episode. That's
That was it right there.
I'm just being real. No.
No, but seriously, thank you.
I'm just
Of
glad I'm not
course.
dating. That's all I have to say.
it does suck out here.
Oof.
I feel
it
for you
does.
guys. I
That's
do.
that's the reason we stay single right now. 'Cause
I don't blame you. I would too.
Nothing wrong with being single.
Nothing wrong with it.
We just
Enjoy
come on here
your
and talk
time
shit
with
and talk
yourself.
about it. But yeah, we about to get out of here. I haven't done this in a while. But you can follow this beautiful podcast on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. I said YouTube, but I'm gonna say it again because go like, subscribe, share with your family, share with your husbands, share with your.
No, tonight.
Shout out to Kevin Deb one more time again. We got out of here. Peace, peace, peace.
Nice.